loose. And that's not to say, oh, my stomach's flat. Look, girls, I used to have like a gigantic jelly roll around my waist, like it was a donut, and it wasn't cute, okay? So anyway, what I'm saying is I had to strap these things on with a belt. But what's more important than that is, girls, from the back, they still fit, like they're not tighter or looser, but they do not fit the same. Are you listening? Like the whole bottom fits different in a way of like a curvature that's like coming out from the side. I was like, what? I hadn't had these on. And then like the back of the thighs, there's a little bit of a curvature of the hamstring muscle. Girls, we need to get on board with the fact that the curves are beautiful and not to be scared of these heavier weights. Are y'all picking this up? Is anybody on board with that? The butt lifts, German girl, the booty gains, Maritza. I was like, look, I wasn't trying to cheerlead myself, but when I turned around and my mouth naturally said, bam! That's funny, isn't it? So anyway, I just wanted to tell y'all that, and I want to encourage you not to be scared of that and to embrace your curves. And that, I mean, you know, and if you're trying to lose weight and you're probably thinking, well, I don't want to bulk up, you've really got to condition some muscles. You know, nothing's really, I mean, if you're going to lose a lot of weight and you have no muscle tone left, you're a lot of times going to have the same shape. You're just going to be smaller, and you're possibly still not going to be happy with your body, you know? I mean, or you could lose weight and your body, you think like, why? I was listening to Gerald Lee talk about, you know, she's lost a good bit of weight, and talking about how her stretch marks look different on her tummy. And I was wanting to talk to her about this, and I don't know if is she on here? Do y'all think I'm a passenger? Because it's opposite on here. I'm driving. Which I shouldn't have told y'all that, because now you're stressed. What do y'all think? Gerald Lee, girl. And so I was thinking about you, when you know you're doing the rebounder and all that, but I am really talking about like when I'm doing the abdominal exercises, okay? And let's say you're on the mat and your body is, let's say, straight on the mat on the side, okay? And then you're going to put your bottom leg, let's see, you're going to have it bent just a little bit for stability, and you're going to have this arm straight out, okay? Then you're going to have this arm, you're going to have the hand up behind your neck, and you've got the left leg up in the air, okay, bent, and you're like crunching it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or like you are on your back and you're bringing the legs up like leg kickbacks straight up, and you've got a ball in the middle of those, and you're like bringing it back. And yeah, Gerald Lee, we need to talk. Like if I had been doing this years ago, the gym gains, I'm just telling you that the weighted exercises are where it's at. I mean, don't y'all think like the curves are beautiful? They're really beautiful, and I think we just become afraid of that. And I was watching some girls at the gym yesterday. They were having this little thing that was like a bikini fitness competition, like posing class, and I was viewing that. And I was just thinking to myself how all these women were so beautiful, and they were they perfect? No. I mean, to society standards, they were imperfectly them, you know. But they all were like, they had muscle tone, and they were just embracing who they were and their natural body shape. Maybe they were smaller on top, bigger on bottom. Maybe it doesn't matter. It's like making the most of your natural figure. I mean, I'm never going to be a 5 foot tall petite pixie, you know. I am a almost 6 foot tall supermodel style, you know. That's what I'd like to and again, it's all how you're talking to yourself, right? What do y'all think about that? You can multitask. Me too, girl. Get some, y'all, the weights. I mean, it really is. And like if you're at home and you can do a lot of these things. You could even get a band system. My daughter has some bands that hook around her door, and you can look at her Instagram. She's Mountain Mommy. I don't know if she's on here. The thing is, though, you can look at her Instagram and see, like, she's got abs. I mean, she's had a child not too long ago, you know, and she's got arm muscles and she's very toned and fit. And she gained weight with her baby, and after her baby, she was flabby like all the rest of us, you know. And I do think it's easier. The younger you are, the easier your body bounces back, like anything else, you know. But still, that's not the point. Like, she looks fabulous. And yes, and I was just talking to her about the honey gains, you know, like really, like, she's already like high and tight, but I'm just saying, like, getting some volume going on. What do you think? Resistance bands, yes. So what I'm saying is, if you're like, well, I can't go to the gym. Okay, well, the thing is, like, what I try to do, if I decide, okay, I want to go to the gym and it's this amount of money, and this doesn't always work out for me, but I'm like, what can I cut out? Like, what can I cut out? I mean, when Christopher and I moved to the house we're in, I was like, how am I going to pay the bills? And I was like, okay, so here's something we're going to cut, son, and you're not going to like this, but there... I didn't do this because he wouldn't agree, and really, like, he doesn't eat all raw, so it's not the same situation. But I was like, look, I came back from Costco's and I was like, I'm trying to get this toilet paper at a deal, okay? But this toilet paper cost me whatever, it's like 23 bucks. I'm like, my gosh, son, I could have paid the water bill with that. So what we're gonna do instead next month is we're gonna do this. We're gonna have a little receptacle, okay? And I'm gonna have the old dish towels, okay, and wash rags. And I'm gonna cut them up because you only need a serving size and you're only to use one, okay? So I was like, what we're going to do is we're going to use these instead of toilet paper, and then I'm going to save, and I'm going to buy us water. So with that instead, are you on board with this? He's like, Mom, like, I don't know, like, you see what I'm saying? It's all about priorities, friends. I mean, do you want water? Do you want running water, or you want to use toilet paper? I mean, and see, I think about things in a month. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, well, that's like $8 a month. I mean, that's like that's $10 a week. That is $40 a month. $40 you have blown on Funyuns and soda. What are you doing? That's ludicrous. You see what I'm saying? It's all about priorities, you know. I mean, you could sell something. You could be like, so see, I've been thinking about doing this thing that it costs money. Like, I have figured out how to get a deal on it, okay? But it costs money, and how can I come up with this money? And it was like, total, it was gonna be like $160. I was like, well, how can I come up with $160? Like, and what I was gonna do is, I was gonna sell some clothes, because I have a lot of teacher clothes that I don't wear anymore. Like, you're not wearing these pants to school. Like, that is so inappropriate. Like, yeah. Anyway, so what else? I have a lot of dress slacks, and hold on a minute. What in the world? Why do you think people just pull over on you like they're an 18-wheeler, and they're just like, I'm coming over, with no turn signal or nothing? He's not even videoing. Like, why can't he drive? Anyway, so what I'm thinking is, I'm going to sell all of these teacher clothes, you know. I have just lots of little teacher clothes. I just don't wear those anymore. Little stuff I don't wear. Like, I have jewelry I could sell. I really do. And I could really come, like, I have some jewelry from my old situation that I just really don't need anymore. Like, I'm not wearing that. Anyway, and I almost pawned it one time because I didn't have any gas money, and Christopher wanted toilet paper. Good grief. I mean, you can't have everything, son. Is that funny? Y'all know that's funny. Yard sales, I tell you what else I used to do. It would be school time, and my kids would need clothes, and look, nobody was wearing high waters to school, and I didn't care if I had to. I didn't know what I was going to need to do, but I was getting those kids some pants. And so, especially my boy, like, they only fit him a month, you know, he's 6'4", and so what I would do is I would go around to yard sales, and I would buy up teenage clothes, and I didn't even they only need to be in really good condition, and they didn't even need to be my kid's size, because what I would do is then I would go over to the teenage resale shop, and I would sell those for twice as much as I paid. So let's say I bought those for $4 and I sold them for $8. That was $4. Well, if I did that with 10 pairs, that was $40, friends, right? And if I got the good pants on sale, I could get 2 pair of those for my little girl, and she could be fashionable, right? And so that's what I would do. I used to like paint on flower pots, and I used to just do all kinds of stuff. I used to face paint at like the Inman Harvest Festival in the fall, and I would make money doing that. Where there's a will, there's a way. You know, if you really like, if you want toilet paper, you can have it. Like, I know the sky's the limit, girls. So that's the point. I'm going to the gym, and maybe you can't do that right now, and you don't need to. You could be doing weighted bands at home. I used to also have a kettlebell, and I had some Kettlebell Works, as I think was the name of those DVDs, but that works too. The sun is really bright, isn't it? Anyway, y'all got any more questions about the workout? It's clever, Jerry. It's all about making it happen. You know what I mean? What's she saying? Y'all, what else did I used to do to make money? Just anything. I used to paint murals on people's walls, and I used to, okay, here's another thing I did. I'm a little bit artistic slightly, and I painted my mailbox out front and some flags I have on the front of my house. And then what I did is I went around and I put flyers in the mailboxes in the neighborhood I lived in, and I was like, hey, do you want your mailbox painted? You know, anything you want, $25. It's gonna be, it won't turn, it won't fade, and it'll be custom designed to you, and I'll do it till you like it. Like, it'll be just like you want. Do you want it done? Do you? And I live right up the road, and here's my number. You know, or you know, I would keep other people's kids in my home, or I used to. You know, when I used to do nails and was trying to get my business going, I'd go around and put flyers, and putting them in people's mailboxes is illegal, so I wouldn't try that, but put them on people's flags and stuff, and I would offer like, get a set of nails and bring your friend and they can get theirs for free, or bring your daughter and they can get theirs for free. So people would be like, well, the set of nails is $50, like if we split it, like, you know, you pay $25, I'll pay $25, but see, what they weren't thinking was I had 2 reoccurring customers, because that was the maintenance plan. You know what I mean? You get acrylic nails, you coming back to me because you're gonna need them filled in, or gel nails, or all these different things. So I used to do that, but it was like making it happen. You know, making it happen. So again, with the booty gains and the granny gains, I'm just saying that I have been going over there. I don't even know that it's been 5 weeks. And let's say I've been, let's say maximum 3 hours a week, okay, working out with the heavier weights and the supersets. Okay, so you're talking about, let's say it was 5 weeks, we're talking about 15 hours right there, maximum. I was exaggerating. 15 hours, and now my pants don't fit the same in a good way. Strapping on the belt and lifting the bootay, right? Yes. I mean, come on. I'm very artsy. I'm a little left-handy, you know? You are on board. Jerry, girl, if we only lived near each other, we would be the dynamic duo. Jerry and TannyRaw. Jerry's manifesting some things, and I am on board with that too, because anyway, I'm not gonna be late today. Are y'all wondering where I'm going? I've been invited out for something. Y'all want to know what? Y'all want to guess what it is? I've been invited out for something. Is somebody asking where I'm from? South Carolina. I'm normally not this nasal either. We have a lot of pollen flow, and yes. The world needs more strong women. I'll tell you what, I felt empowered when I put these pants on. I was like I had to look at, I thought, what is up with this mirror? Like I thought I was in one of those stores where you look way better, like you're way skinnier in there, and you buy the pants and you get home and you're like, what was I thinking? Marshall's is like that in my town, and you go over there and you're like, dang, I got to get these. And then you get home and you're like, that was a trick, that was trickery. But anyway, what was I going to tell you about that? Oh yes, y'all, we need to be strong women. What I was going to say is, when I slip these little peachy numbers on, do y'all see them? When I slipped them on, and don't they look cute? Look at this. Is this not cute? So anyway, when I slipped them on, I was empowered. I was empowered by the muscle gains, and I was feeling strong. I really was. And when I was watching those girls doing their posing practice yesterday, I was just thinking how these girls, like, it was all about